Hi and welcome to day 4 of your tummy tuck challenge. Today we're going to do some more floor work. We're going to do some Superman, build up to our plank position, which is really good for those tummy muscles, to flatten the tummy muscles and pull everything in and up. So we're working the muscle that's basically like the corset of the body. So it gets really deep and works all the stabilisation muscles. So excellent for balance, flattening the tummy muscles and pulling everything in. So it's a really good one. So again, we'll use the Gym Boss to help us through. So you'll hear a bleep after every 45 seconds, 15-second rest, and then we go into our next exercise. Remember, if you want to do a quick warm-up, feel free to. So just march on the spot or a few body twists just to get nice and warm through the tummy muscles. And let's get going. So I'll start my Gym Boss. So we're going to start on all fours to begin with. So knees below your hips, hands below the shoulders, pull the belly button in, keep the tummy muscles nice and tight. So we're just going to alternate arms and legs. So you're just going to lengthen and reach, stretching out ahead of you and reaching through. So you want to make sure that you're pulling the belly button in towards the spine, that you're not lifting and overarching the back. Everything stays into a neutral position and you're just reaching, lengthening and extending through. So again, we're listening for that bleep. Imagine someone's holding on to your fingertips and your toes, just pulling them away from each other. You can slow down if you need to. This one's quite nice to slow down. You can hold the position at each end if you wanted to. So your next one, we're in the same position, same movement, but this time we bring the elbow and the knee in towards each other. So again, you're going to alternate. So you're just literally extending, bringing the elbow and the knee, so you're crunching in, extend, and then lower. So you extend, in, extend, and then lower. If you find it too much, if you're wobbling all about, then just take the arm out and just focus on the leg. So if you want to extend, tuck it in, extend, bring it back. Extend, tuck in, extend, bring it back. So again, quite slow movements, but you should start to feel those tummy muscles just automatically pulling in and up as you do this one. And it doesn't matter if you can't reach the elbow and the knee exactly towards each other. That's fine. Okay, so we're coming all the way around for your next one. On to lie on your back. It's pretty much the same thing, but lying on your back. So your arms are extended, your legs are in a 90-degree position, and you're going to reach and extend opposite arm to leg. So you lengthen. Make sure the back doesn't arch. So you don't want the back to overarch here, you want a neutral spine and extending opposite arm to leg. You also want to try and keep the remaining arm and knee directly up towards the ceiling. So you don't want to be moving everything all at once. Try and keep control. Lots of Pilates control here. So pull the belly button in, lift the muscles off the pelvic floor, working on coordination, but you should ultimately be working the core. Opposite arm and leg lengthen. If you find that the leg is going too low and the back is arching, just extend up towards the ceiling. Good, we're staying here into the up. So quite a tough one. I'm going to show you a harder option and then I'll make it a little bit easier. Arms above the head, lengthen the legs and then lower them just to where, again, you feel the back might arch but it doesn't. And then you're just going to crunch up and then extend. So that's quite a hard option. If you really want to, you can come all the way up and then lower all the way out. It's quite tough. Easier option. Bend the knees in and then extend. Again, the higher your legs extend up towards the ceiling, the easier it is. The lower the legs get along the floor, the harder it is. Good, keep it going. So again, your harder option, crunch, extend, crunch, or lifting all the way up. So that's quite a tough one. Bringing it all the way back round. This time we're going back to our Superman and we're going out to the side. So I'm just going to face this way to begin with. So you're literally going to extend opposite arm to leg, take it out to the side, back into the centre and then lower down. So you come into your Superman, out to the side, back into the centre and lower down. Extend, out to the side, back to the centre, lower down. And again, just make sure that you're not dipping too much, going too far. Keep everything pulling in and up. Lengthen, out, in, lower. Lengthen, out, in, lower. Now you may think that these are, easy because they're not kind of getting the heart rate up too much, but they really are working the deep abdominal muscles. So even though you don't really feel necessarily a burn through the muscle where you're working it, you are working it quite hard. So this time we're going to go into the Superman again. This one's quite tough, you might feel the legs working as well. So the knees are going to lift slightly up off the floor. So you're in the all four position, tuck the toes, and the knees are literally just going to lift up about an inch up off the floor. Now try not to take the weight too far forward into the arms, keep it neutral. So think of that all four position, keep that weight neutral there, and all you do is press down into the balls of the feet so the knees can lift up slightly up off the floor. Quite a tough one, so if you need to, rest it down and then have another go. Scoop through the tummy muscles, lifting in and up, and lifting those knees slightly up off the floor. So we've got 2 more minutes left after this one. Oh, we've got Tabitha to help us. So use those tummy muscles, brilliant. Okay, this is leading up into the plank now, so that's what we're going to try. Now you've got 2 positions with the plank. I want a nice straight line, so if you've got a mirror nearby or someone to help you out, just make sure that you're in a nice straight line. On your hands or your elbows, 3/4 position. You might want to come to line your tummy, scoop the tummy muscles in and up, and you're in a straight line from your head through to your knees. Now your harder option is all the way through to your feet. If you find it more comfortable on the hands, feel free to come there. Or if your wrists are quite weak, then you can come down onto the elbows. Now again, low option is there. Try not to have the bottom sticking up. Pull everything in and under. And again, try not to dip down too low either. Keep that neutral position. And keep breathing. Even though we're holding the position, you want to keep that breath going. Again, this might be quite challenging for you, so feel free to have a breather and then come into it. It's a very strong position actually. If you feel the lower back, you might be dipping down the bottom too low. So you really want to think about that straight line from the head through to the feet or the knees. We're going to go in between 2 positions now, so it's a plank tuck. You're in either the full or the 3/4. You lift the bottom, scooping, pulling up through the tummy muscles, and then you flatten. But again, try not to go too low. Scoop through the tummy muscles. You're scooping up and then flatten out. If you want to, you can come on your elbows, scoop up through the tummy muscles, and then flatten into your 3/4 plank position. Scoop up through the tummy muscles and then flatten. So again, you've got lots of options there. Try if you can not to lean too far forward. Keep back onto the toes, scoop up and then flatten. Scoop up. Use the tummy muscles. Imagine you're being punched in the tummy, or imagine you've got something pulling into the belly button, and lower down. So that's day 4 of your tummy tuck challenge. So lots of nice deep abdominal work, which will help to flatten and pull everything in. And then those crunch work, it really focus on getting a good kind of 6-pack and work the surface muscles. So that goes really quite deep. I'm just going to turn this off before it loops again. Hold on. Okay, so that works deep into the tummy muscles, so you flatten and pull everything in. So these ones are really probably the most beneficial, and if you take anything away from the whole week, I would probably take away these ones, because again, they're going to get into the back, they're going to get into the deep abdominal muscles that help with posture, balance, and pulling everything in. So they are the best. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you're sticking with me as well. So I'll see you on day 5.